Good evening, everyone. I'm Bondar Jr. Silverwolf Ron, and we're here to stream some eveonline. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get switched over here. This is Falstaff, who I am not playing at the moment, and this is Kragan, who I am playing at the moment. So, Falstaff, I've already got his airs done. Air dailies done because he is a manufacturer and there is a double helping of manufacturing, so he's done. Unfortunately, there is not a double helping today of missions, so but there is a double helping of scanning. So luckily Blossom had given us a scanning ship. So I'm using that scanning ship here in the Matins to scan. There are actually 4 signatures here in the Matins, which is awesome. It means I only got to find one other. One of them is a wormhole, which is even better, because that pretty much means I can go into it and find a whole bunch of other signatures. So there's covered that. Bingo, bingo, bongo, bongo. I thought for sure I was going to get that. We'll scan these 4 down. If I do 5, I get double helping, so I will be fine. We'll go ahead and take care of that. There is another one right here, which is kind of amazing. It's like right on top of this other one. That is not big enough. Oops, that's too big. Let's try that. We'd already partially scanned it because it's so close to the other one, so this will get us there. Oh, it's another wormhole, and it is the one closest to. Closest to or furthest away? I think it's furthest away. I think that's what it is. I think it's furthest away. It has been so long since I have scanned. But it's like riding a bicycle. Like riding a bicycle. That's that. We'll zoom back out and get this 4th one. So 2 of these are wormholes. I'll check those out. I have written down here somewhere. I have too many notes on my desk. There it is. B274. Thanks to Kickin. B274 is the denotation of the wormhole system that I already have PI set up in. So if by some fluke chance, miracle of God, I come across a B274, that would give us that one, which would be a huge stroke of luck. Huge tract of land. There's another wormhole. So 3 different wormholes. So not a problem. This is going to net us what we need. Any one of these will give us one more. So a data site and 3 wormholes. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not right. Oh, it looks like I got some kind of a award for 50 cosmic signatures. Excellent. That took care of that. Whoops. Didn't want that to go away. All right, let's bring our probes in. And then we're actually, so Bigglesworth is live. Actually fly to these guys. Let's fly to this one first.
Warp drive active.
We'll go down the list. We'll get in here and get this done. Check out these wormholes. Like I said, the chance of them actually being... yeah. And next it'll say interference with the wormholes, preventing it. K162. Today is 11:15 by Eve standard. 0331. Alright, I got that one marked. Next.
Warp drive active.
Once again, I'm warping. Can't put online because, oh, there, put it on. Finally got micro warp drive trained. Excuse me. 4 out of 5. I could have went through the K162, but instead we'll check them all out. See which one's which. I didn't even look at the info to see how much longer it had. That was kind of one I should have done too. This was the trig one. So I don't really care about that one. 729. Somebody killed all the trig ships. Somebody still here? Well, they got a mobile tractor, so yeah, they're here. So this is a trig one. C729. Oh, 333. All right, it's definitely not going to go through that one. Let's check out the third one.
Warp drive active.
Seems there's a ship there. Somebody's got a mobile tractor out there, so he's in an orca. Came out here and did it in an orca? That's kind of strange. Maybe he's planning on taking the orca into the trig system. Good for him. What's up, Jerry Can? Good to see ya. Appreciate you being here. This is an A641. I don't know what that is. Leads to high sec. Well, that's quite a find. All right, so we're going to go through this one to see where it goes. Actually, hold on a second. Wormhole's beginning to decay, probably won't last another day. So that means that it's still got between 4 and 12 hours in it. So I should be fine. Don't forget to BMX it. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was playing BG3 while waiting for you. No worries. I haven't bought that one yet. I've been waiting on it to go on sale. Save. So this is weird. This one says it's a K162. Oh, because it's an exit. That's why. 11:15:03, and thank you for the reminder because I probably would have forgot. All right. And it puts us in Do-Dixie. Isn't that interesting? Well, and there is one signature here. Isn't that amazing? So let's go to one planet in Do-Dixie. And let's scan down this one signature. That's pretty amazing. I only need one more signature. And Do-Dixie's got it. Do-Dixie's really not that far away. If I look here, Matins is only 8 jumps from Do-Dixie. So it really didn't save me much. But 1 jump, 8 jumps, that's pretty good. I don't have anything for this guy in Do-Dixie. But Falstaff might. Oh, you know what? That one bookmark is the wormhole that I just did. The wormhole I just came out of. What an idiot. That's all right, though. We can still scan it down and get credit for it for the air stuff. But what we'll do is we'll just scan down where the bookmark is. I don't know if this ever works. I'm going to try it. Probably won't. Nope, it did. Gave me 40% right off the bat. Didn't really scan it all the way down, though. But I bet you if we do this, it'll give it to us. Gave us 40% because of the resolution we were at, so. But there's my air goal. Ergo, my air goal. Pun on words. Alright, let's go ahead and claim those bad boys. Claim, claim, claim. Leave the Skinner stuff. Not going to claim it till I'm back in Venland. Go ahead and reload this. Let's warp to this guy and we'll head back to the Matins. Easy peasy, poking easy. So there's that. I think I moved all our stuff back. I do need to figure out the configuration on this. All right, and let's dock.
Warp drive active.
This one's got a lot of stuff on it. No, I didn't check the gate camp situation today. No, still clean, which is really weird. It's like 2 days in a row, which doesn't seem to make sense.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I've already taken into account the battleship for the minerals that I'm giving the Blossom, but not the modules. So I want to see. What is this? Oh, I still got to get that skill book. I probably should pick that up one of these days. Chaos is streaming. Trade to Falstaff and give him back this ship. Except Falstaff gets a better return on things. So if I say reprocess, does it reprocess? No, it's just giving me what the ship is. It's not talking about anything inside of it, which is really bad. Because that's not what I want. I want the items inside of it, which is going to cause me to have to figure it out, which is going to be a real pain in the butt. Alright, so if I remember correctly, oh, let me switch you back to Falstaff. There we go. If I remember correctly, so yeah, so when you reprocess a ship that has equipment on it, it does not reprocess the equipment, just the ship. So it's not giving you. So I already took into account the ship because I build this ship. So I gave her the full build, not the reprocess. So that one's kind of. But I need to do the same with this one too. So I did do the cargo in this one because it's got a lot of crystals. Ooh, spit it out. A lot of crystals. And actually, what I may do is I may just give her those crystals back. That might be better. Because I don't use those crystals. I use the other ones. So I'll have to talk to her about that. See if she wants them back. Working on shipboard compression. Good. So I was going to check if he had anything in Dixie, which he does not. So that solves that one. I do have stuff all over the place in other places. That's where I'm doing that. Actually have mechs left over. One mechs. That's weird. Wonder why. I must have mined. Yeah, I probably did because I'm doing those other ones. I could finish those off. Those are, at least get those done with. Maybe we'll go do that. Yeah, let's go do that. Set. Yeah, let's go do those. We could finish those off tonight. I wish it gave me all of them up front, because then I'd know how much minerals to take. It's 5 jumps back and forth, which is a real pain.
Warp drive active.
But they did give me a bunch of mining ships, so I could just mine them myself in that system. So, but Jerry Cam, what's new? I got 2 of the 3 that got their air done. I'll get Rage here later. I'll have him do a mission, and he'll probably get it for these guys. So, or worst case scenario, I could have him scan down 5 signatures. But finding 5 signatures in Kulin is a little difficult. So, some days it's okay, other days not so much. Just did more mining today. There you go. So Baldur's Gate 3, are you enjoying Baldur's Gate 3? I have it on my wish list. But it very rarely goes on sale, and when it does go on sale, it goes on sale for like, $5 off, something really crappy. Which is frustrating. So What's up, Drachenhort?
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 looks really good. I really want to get it, but if it doesn't go on sale again before we leave, I might have to splurge. Trying my hand at being a thief. Oh, in Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, I was thinking in Eve, I was like, oh, you're a bad guy. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. I usually always play a ranger, no matter what I play. And if they don't have ranger, then I usually play something that I can turn into a ranger when it comes to those fantasy ones. So,
Drive active.
but ironically, you know, ranger has a little bit of thief in it. So, enough for the basic. That was always what I envisioned myself being as a park ranger. Love the outdoors. Ironically, both my wives don't love the outdoors. That would have never worked. Park rangers make no money. They get room and board in a cabin as part of their payment, which would be fantastic, but not married with kids. Of course, my kids are grown now, so I could have probably done park ranger later in life. Maybe I'll be a park ranger in the Philippines. Nah, I don't think that'll work either. They probably don't. They don't give you room and board there. They do have a lot of what do they call that? Graffiti.
Docking permission requested.
Why I'm having such trouble with words today. I haven't even been drinking. And I had to go back to work today, so that's probably why. Because that was mind-numbing. Alright, so this one's a delivery one. I guess I probably should have selected where I'm taking it. I'll go Bill. Oh, it's only one. I'm usually at a loss for words too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here lately. Having a lot of trouble remembering stuff. Yeah, these career agent ones are almost too easy. Especially doing them after you've been playing the game for 21 years. It's really kind of, this blue flashing thing is really kind of freaking me out. But only in my native tongue. There you go. What is your native tongue, Drachenhort? I don't know that I've ever asked. German. Excellent. So I think EIS is German as well. He's mentioned that a couple times. I believe he's German.
Warp drive active.
eisbearg. I can read some German. I can't speak it. We talked about that once before. That
Docking permission requested.
one of the game licenses that I played with was all in German. And their customer service was so much better that I went with them, even though I had to translate everything from German because it was just better. Complete. Set destination. All right. Yes, eisbearg. He's I'm pretty sure he's German as well. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But I think so.
Warp drive active.
So I'll get these career agents done. Get them off the board at least. But yeah, I had to go back to work today. That was, it's work. But yeah. And then tomorrow, and then Monday, and then I'm off on Tuesday again. I think I got every Tuesday. Not every Tuesday, because I'm on call Thanksgiving week and the week after Thanksgiving. So I got to go in those Tuesdays. But I got every other Tuesday off, except for New Year's Eve. Let's see. Galente shuttle. That Galente shuttle's gonna be more. Oh, it's just titanium. Oh, I'll be good. All right, cool. Except. All right, let's build it. Yeah, I know what to do, but thank you for showing me. I actually do current station, so I only see one. Start. Wait the 3 minutes. So, nope, ads are on. I think both you guys are good. Actually, it says I got 5 people watching, so Bigglesworth says he's in there, but Bigglesworth is streaming himself, so he must be lurking. So we'll wait for this to complete. In two whopping minutes. This gave me, oh, it gave me the damage control. That's fine. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right. But yes, I had to go back today. And ironically, tomorrow is the deadline for selecting my next year medical benefits, which is usually not a problem. But ironically, my company haven't changed their medical benefits in 20 years. They changed them this year for next year, when I'm only going to be here 3 months. So I had to do all the research, make sure the current doctors we have, because we're going to have all our last doctor's appointments in the next, in probably those first 3 months. All our physicals, all our, and I figured, yep, I only want to bet that the doctor we have will not be on there. They were, so that was good at least. But of course, it's going to cost me more. Imagine that, always. So, and then I've got to pay extra because my company charges me extra. Because my wife's company will give her insurance, but not her and I. Just her. Not her and a kid, not her and her mother, not her and her spouse. Just her. So, because I'd like us both to have the same. That's not covered by the company over there. No. Because we'll be retiring. So once I leave the company, all my insurance will be gone. So, but yeah, so I wanted us to have the same insurance so we could go to the same places. So if there's an emergency, we could, get things done. One time I did have an emergency and she had to drive me to hospital. I was pretty sure I was going to die in the car rather than from what was ailing me. So I decided at that point that, I'll just die rather than have her drive me to the emergency room ever again. So, but they do have doctors in the Philippines. I'm not too worried about that. But we were planning on having, a final, uh, checkup and physical and all that here before we leave, just to be safe. But yeah. Agent conversation complete. Okay. Let's see what's next. Production assistant. Okay. Where am I taking it? here. Really. Mine some ore. Fly to the objective location, mine some ore, and destroy the pirates that show up. I don't have anything that will destroy pirates. What are you doing to me? I guess maybe my venture will. How much ore do I got to mine? Doesn't say. Sure, I've got some. Turns out one of my productions was a spy for the enemy. He's gone into hiding, so I need you to draw him out. You'll act as a decoy mining until enemy forces turn up. Destroy them and bring the spy back to me. We keep whatever ore you find out there. Make sure to use your mining later or they'll notice you out there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys don't have any drones. Oh, he's got an alcove. Alright, that might work. Alright, let's see what... Oop. Hey, stop. I didn't accept it yet. I swear, some days it's a wonder how I even get out of bed. But yeah, once we retire, we won't have insurance anymore. So, and we're too early for Medicare. We're both too young for that. So,
Warp drive active.
So, oh, I got a gun on here as well. So I did equip this so that I could shoot stuff. I think I remembered I did that. They actually made me do that. But yeah, leave it to my company to change their insurance before I leave. Which, you know, is their prerogative. I did notice that it's actually saving them a ton of money. Ooh, Kernite. Well, you know what? We might just spend some time here and mine all this. Kernite is a good one to have. What the heck? Wish I'd known that. I'd have brought the retriever out here. This would have been much better. I gotta get within 10. Yeah, you always want me to orbit. I don't orbit. So calm down. Make sure I'm within 10 of all of them. I'm probably not going to get within 10 of all of them, but maybe. Just mine them up. Oh, ran right into that one. All right, there's that. And this one is at 11. Approach this one. That's what it is. I approached the wrong one. There's 10. All right, once that one goes below 10, there we go. We're good. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. It'll take 20 minutes for it to stop, but that's okay. But yeah, all our insurance comes from within, comes from company. So, oh, there's one. Yes, I know what a gun is. Yeah, these are so easy. I don't have to actually even get the drone out. If I'm going to stay here and mine, some other ones might show up, so. Alright, so let's approach this guy. Actually, oh, it's cargo. That's weird. There's a production assistant. All right. Actually, if we go back towards this, that'll get that one within range too. So yeah, and we'll have a doctor over there and all that, but it's just kind of nice to have a nice clean bill of health before we head over there. Take those with us. So that way, you know, if there does turn out to be any problems, you know, we at least had a checkup before we left. So, but we'll be having to pay cash for it over there. So that's why it's also better to do it on the company's dime, though I'm still paying for it. But yeah, the new plan is more expensive than the old plan. Of course it is. About $100 a month. Imagine that. And I only need it for 3 months. And what else? But it is cheaper for my company, which I thought was ironic. So not necessarily what's best for the employees, but cheaper for them. So, which is always interesting. So. Man, maybe I should go get the retriever. You know what? I got a better idea. Use a second account to get him there. Yep, that was it. Yep, we've got, I don't have a porpoise down here, so not yet. In fact, that's one I need to do. But, person is not a member of your fleet or not in the solar system. Yeah, so how do I set destination? Can I do set destination? No, I can't. Alright, that figures. So let's do this. What's up, EIS? No, I'm not late today. I'm actually right on time. If anything, I was probably a little early. Bingo, bongo, bongo. There we go. All right, I'll get him over there. So how are you, EIS? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. No problem there. So I'll bring this retriever out here, and that will speed this up drastically. Plus he's got a nice big range, I think, too, so. Yeah. Actually, I think I thought of it the same time as drachenhort, so. But, weird, what the heck. I'm doing the career missions, which are horribly novice for me, but it's all good. You guys are watching Kragan, which is probably not that exciting, so I'll put you back on Falstaff. Not that that's very exciting either, but watch him paint dry or watch him paint fly, which either one. I played 10 characters. Career missions is known to me. There you go. Yeah, I never did the career missions. Back when I started, they didn't have the career missions, didn't have the whole air thing. So it's been complaining that I've completed almost everything except that. So I started doing the career missions just for the fun of it. Which I don't know that there's a whole lot of fun in it, but I figured what the heck. And we may have these all mined by the time he gets here, so I don't even know if that went up. It is that easy. You cannot get more skill points. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I figured I'd clear them just to see what kind of rewards I get and at least get them off of the constantly bothering me. Hey, you've never done this. You could be fully air certified if you just do this. Yeah, right. But yeah. So figure what the hey. I'm curious what the time frame is to get the bonus. 5 hours. Oh, we'll be done with this long before 5 hours. Thought it was actually make a minute. You have a 1 or 2 additional character on account. The skill points they get, you use it on your main. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing it the opposite. I've been getting the skill points for my main, who pretty much has everything, and moving them to my alts to get them up to where I need them to be. So, all right, 2 more jumps.
The asteroid is depleted.
Yep. Yeah, so it looks like it's like 190 Kernite per asteroid. Kernite, that's a good one to come by. It's hard to come by nowadays. The storyline missions, in fact, Rage, I think, has a storyline mission. The storyline missions all require Kernite. And Kernite's pretty hard to come by. It's not in the Empire belts. In fact, I didn't check the Empire belts. See if maybe we had one that was really close. Nope. 10 jumps. That's not really close at all. Not really close at all. All right, 1 more jump. 1 more jump. It'll also help with carrying it all back, because I have a feeling with the number of asteroids here and 190 each, this will not hold it. Yeah, because I'm already over. I'm a quarter of the way. Quarter of the way done. Over a quarter of the way done. And I've only done 3 roids. The 3 or 2? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might be able to. Might be close. Do you have a blockade runner? Yep. I have many blockade runners. It makes you think the number of jump thing differently. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. The blockade runner's super fast. I love that ship. That's actually my favorite ship. So, actually my favorite ship. Where did the fleet thing go? What the fudge? Some days. I didn't close it. Warp to member. Well, I didn't think I closed it. I thought I just minimized it, but it made me all the iskies. Yeah. Yeah, blockade runner's my favorite ship. I love that ship. But yeah. I pretty much fly it everywhere.
Is depleted.
So there's another one gone. Another one bites the dust. We'll have him start at the bottom, since he's supposed to be warping to me. But he's pretty far from me. Oh. Well, there is actually a ship there. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to only run these half times. It's only 190. Probably don't. I probably might even be a quarter. Let's see. So let's do this. 1200. I got a salvager on here too, so, but it's a civilian salvager. Crap. But I'd like to clean up after myself, so. Alright, so let's try quarter runs. Nope, quarter runs didn't do it. Alright, so let's do another quarter run. That would be a half run. So these things run forever. 180 seconds. Is that a minute and a half? Minute and a half. No. 2.5 minutes. Holy cow. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. That's way too long. Especially if half of it's wasted. Alright, so we'll go a little over. Nope. Still not. That's very strange. Because he's actually got more than he's got now total. And he's been through 3 asteroids. Maybe this is just a horribly inefficient miner. Oh. That's the case. I'm just going to stop. Let the retriever do it. So let's switch over here to Craig. Yeah, so he's only had half a run so far. I did 2 quarter runs on each of them. And he's got just short of what Falstaff has in his hold. Alright, we're going to leave it and let this guy do it, because it seems he's only getting 190 per asteroid.
The asteroid is depleted.
Okay, so yeah, he's getting more than that. So let's have him do these. Let him go 3 quarters. Alright, so let's see. Falstaff, he's good. Yeah, so he got Craig in, got that much from 2 asteroids. Where it took Falstaff 4 asteroids to get that much. So yeah. So maybe the strip miners are more efficient. Don't know. But we'll find out. Alright, we salvaged the ship. What else are we going to do? Technically, I think it'll stay if I go back and turn it in, but we might as well wait. I'm sure they're going to want me to use the minerals to build something, so yeah, so we'll give this a try. But yeah, we're down to... Oh no, that's Kragan. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm like, why is that? Yeah, that's Kragan. That's why. I switched you guys to Kragan because his is more interesting.
The asteroid is depleted.
All right, so both of those disappeared. Less than 3/4, so maybe we could do half. So we'll mine these all up. And we got some Kernite to spare. Actually, how far is Falstaff away? Let's do this. Jettison, yes. Approach. We'll have Kragan pick it all up and he can take it back to Mattins. Maybe it's because I did quarters. Actually gave me more. I don't know. It seems strange. All right, stop. Oh. Cancel. Put it in the mining hold. That's why. It's like, why won't I loot it? There we go. Excellent. All right. So close this. So yeah, technically he could go dock. Because he ain't got nothing else to do here now. And Kragan's got drones in case he needs them.
The asteroid is depleted.
There you go. And that's all done. 4,000 units of Kernite. There you go. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll wait him here until Falstaff completes this one. Just in case. No, claim it for myself. Because it's not giving any loyalty points. Alright. Navitas. Acquire these goods. So I gotta build a Navitas. You're gonna give me a Neris. You already gave me a Neris. Why would I need another one? Isogen would come from the Kernite, to be honest. Fudge. Alright.
Warp drive active.
So let's see. 22,000 trit. Check. 4,000 pyrite. Nope, don't have it. Max, don't have it either. Pyrite, 4,000 pyrite.
Docking permission requested.
What's the Kernite give? Isogen and max. Well, that'll cover the max. 120 isogen. And I need 357, which is just short. So that'd be 3 batches. 60 units, which is not going to be enough max. Yeah, I need 1,700. All right. Ooh, guest. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Holy mackerel. Trade. Let's give him 300. I think that should give him enough. All right. No, it's only given 245. Well, that does say 245. So yeah, 115 not recoverable. Yeah, that's bull crap. Tells me on the screen what you get, but of course that's with 100%, which nobody has 100%. So thanks for nothing. Reprocess. That's going to give me 327. Seriously? You gotta be kidding me. 357. I swear to God. Oh, give me strength. That is a crying shame. Nickel and dime this to death. All right. No. Reprocess gives me 409. All right. Not much max. That's all right. All right. So max I can get from not scordite, right? Pyrite comes from scordite. What do I get max from? Plague, right? So scordite and plague. Yeah, I think plague gives max. All right. So let's go. We'll send Kragan back out. To mine. Oop, ads are on. Oh, no, ads are over. I think plague gives max.
Warp drive active.
So I need. Oop, that's not the right one. Well. All right. So I need 1,500, 1,600 max. 4,000 pyrite. All right. So scordite. Oh, there's people out here already mining. This is just Veldspar. There's scordite. Massive scordite. Let's approach these guys. But there is no plague. I was pretty sure I mined plague here before. This is 09. Jason, Algoville's also 09. That's not going to get us. Crap. I said approach. Why are you not approaching? I guess you are approaching. You're just approaching slowly. I think I need 15. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, without the plague, that ain't going to do me no good. So. Alright. Alright, so that's going to give 99 pyrite. But I need to do 60% of that. So let's say 60 pyrite. Alright. And I need 4,000, right? 4,000 divided by 60 comes to 66. So I need 6,600. So 6,600. All right, check. 6,600. So let's just say 7,000. So we need 7,000. Really need plague. I'll just fly that Kernite back and bring the plague back. Or bring the mechs back. That's pretty ridiculous. Since there's no way to get that in this system. Yeah, maybe there's other belts. I could check out other belts. Once we get the scored, we'll check out the other belts. Alright, there's 11,000. I only needed 7,000, so there you go. Alright, so let's go. Belt, which belt are we at? Asteroid belt 1. 1-1? No, 8-1. Let's go to 1-1.
Warp drive active.
Well, if it's not in that one, I don't think it's ever in 09 systems, to be honest. But we'll check them out just to be safe. All right. Might get to kill some rats. Well, this is an 09 system, so probably not. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever mined an 09 system. Ever.
Warp drive active.
So let's do this. So that's Algoville. Show info. Algoville's connected to a whole bunch of other ones. Luminaire's where we came through. Luminaire's connected to an 08. Probably still isn't going to get us there. There's an 06. Yeah. Well, you're already 4 jumps out. We may as well just go get the mechs. Because I do have my... Yep. I do have my blockade runner here, so let's just do that.
Warp drive active.
Alright, probably starts at 08. Check the agency window for plague. Ah, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Any distance. Plague. So it actually shows that it's in here. So maybe they just... An Algoville, 09. Well, that might not be so bad if I just go over 1, but why is it not in this 09 system?
Permission requested.
I suppose we could do that. Well, let's go check.
Warp drive active.
Let's go check Algoville, because if it is, we may as well get it. That's only 1 jump. Isn't Crusader? It is a starter system, so that's probably why. But I would assume I would have thought they would have the same minerals as a regular 09, even if it's a starter system. But yeah. I'm going to have to give Marverick some grief when I talk to him, because I'm pretty sure Algoville is where his home base is. And that's only 1 jump from a starter system. I mean, talk about branching out. But we'll check out these belts. It says Algoville has plague, so if it does, that would be fantastic. I'm just going to pick a random one.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think Algoville is a starter system, so let's see. Yep, there's plague here. There's Azure plague. See if there's any rich plague. There is rich plague. I'll be darned. I'll be darned. Alright, show info on this one. So rich plague is going to give me 77 max. Alright. And then we got to figure that by 60%. Which is just ridiculous. Where did my calculator go? So instead of minimizing the calculator, I closed it. In time. It's a real pain. Alright. So 77 times 0.6. Alright. And we need 1,700, right? Yeah, 1,700, 1,500, 1,600. Let's just say 1,700. Let's be safe. 1,700. All right. Let those run because it's probably going to be easy. All right, so I need 1,700. So memory 1,700 divided by memory recall equals 39. Excuse me, 36.79. So let's say 37 times 100. So that's 3,700, right? $3,700. So yeah, so we probably already have 3,700 right now. Nope. 1,800. One more time like that. But yeah, it looks like probably a quarter would have done it. You know what we ought to do? Let's just do a whole one. I got a massive score die here as well. I do. Yeah, they're far away. Here's a 12. Let's do a whole run and just pull these. Because then what we'll do is we'll have enough, more than enough, to cover everything else. Whatever they come up with. So, because I think this is only 9, so 10's probably going to be a doozy. Probably have to build a battleship or something.
The asteroid is depleted.
So that took care of that one. So let's find another rich plague. Is there sure another rich plague? There's one. Alright, so if we do half, it looks like that's about all it can handle. There. Alright. So this should give us what we need for this one. As well as some extra for the future, just in case. Interesting. For sure that would have killed it. Yeah, I don't think there's many rats here in the 09 system, so... finger itches. I don't know why. So what is this? Oh, that's those, yeah. Keeps reminding me that, hey, you have these you haven't picked up. Yeah, I don't want to pick them up all the way here. Then I got to transport them all the way back to Vendelin. So, still going. Well, I'll be darned. So yeah, I'll try and get these extra minerals. Hey, what's up, Kickin'? Good to see ya. I'll try and get these extra minerals so whatever they give me for the 10th one, I can cover without having to mine again, hopefully. Probably not, but you know how that works. Best laid plans and all that crap. Good to see you, Kickin'. Thanks for being here. Sorry to hear that work is causing so much trouble. Man, that thing is still going. Well, I was off most of the week, so I had to only go back to work today. But today was pretty crappy. So, But, you know, first day back after 5 days off, that's kind of a given. So, Monday was a holiday since I work for a bank. And, yeah, I was supposed to be up there, but that changed, yeah. So, but yeah. Dracborne, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, I was supposed to be, Monday was a holiday, so I was off Friday for the camping trip. And then the whole weekend, of course. And then on Monday was a holiday, and I had Tuesday and Wednesday scheduled off to get rid of my PTO. So yeah, so I ended up with 5 days off. But so you're supposed to be up where? Oh, that's right. You were supposed to be here in Kansas City, right? We were gonna get together for lunch. Yeah. Well, that's all right. Just let me know when the next time you're in town. Love to get together with you. Love to get together with you.
The asteroid is depleted.
So let's look. So massive score diet is what we want. 26, 15. That one might work. Might have to get a little closer. Rich plague. Yeah, all the rich plagues are far away. So yeah, okay, cool. How long have you been playing Eve? So yeah, we were just mentioning that. So this guy's not that old, but my main, this guy over here, is actually a multi-boxing. So this guy is 21 years old. He was born only 4 months after Eve went live. Eve went live Memorial Day weekend 2003. And I started him 4 months later. So I've been playing Eve since the beginning. So yeah, since the dawn of Eve. Is there a way to find NPC research stations? So the only way that I've found is if you go into industry and then you look at facilities, you can see which ones are listed. And you just got to look at the name, like Bone Daddy Industrial, probably an NPC research station. So, and it tells you how far they are away, how many jumps, that kind of stuff. But yeah, usually just by the names, like gunmetal. It's not letting me. There it is. I was gonna say there should be another one. Yeah. So yeah. So this is, I think, the Wed-Thur. That's a player structure. And so that's how you can tell. Wed-Thur or the Wed-Thur are player structures. So, but yeah, like the gunmetal, that kind of looks like an NPC one. But yeah, because it's in a player structure, that means it is. So yeah, yeah. Did you play with all the other guys from the bank back in the day? No, none of the guys from the bank ever played. So, nope. So. Yeah, most of my coworkers are not gamers, so. But yeah, so. Now before the bank, now I've been with the bank 25 years, but before the bank, I was a manager of software development for a company. And we had Doom Fridays where we would set up a network in the conference room and play Doom every Friday from about 3 o'clock till whenever we got bored and went home. So, but yeah. But yeah, most of my coworkers are not gamers. It's kind of strange. Yeah, switchback. Okay, cool. Good old LAN parties. Yep, the good old days. Networked them all together so there's no latency. Had a switch in the center of the room that we brought in there. Like I said, manager of software development. So everybody reported to me. QA, database people, developers. Yeah, I had them all. And so, yeah, that was Fridays about 3 o'clock. We would do that. That was pretty good. I got one that I guess I work with now that could be considered kind of a gamer. And I actually work with you. Been at the bank 21 years myself. Can't believe I stumbled on your channel. Really? Well, you have to private message me your name. But yeah, that's awesome. "21 years? Well, then we probably definitely know each other. So, it's the only ones I don't recognize nowadays are the ones that haven't been there but 1 or 2 years. So yeah. But yeah, I have one in my team now that's a gamer, but he plays like the Madden football on Xbox and all that stuff, which I don't really count as a gamer. You know, he counts it as a gamer, but yeah, private message me in Twitch. I'm curious now who it is. So. But yeah, I've been streaming, at 8 months now, I guess. I actually started streaming so I would have something to do in my retirement days. So I stream 4 nights a week. Oh, there you go. Even better. So, yeah. But yeah, I started streaming so I have something to do in my retirement. I'm getting ready to retire. So. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know you played Eve. That's even better. That's awesome. That's awesome. Small world. Small world. Well, I'm kind of recognizable, but actually, I was just glad you didn't come in here and then say, like some of the others, "My God, you're old." That's what I get a lot. And then they're like, I didn't mean it as a negative. I just meant I didn't expect anybody that old to be playing this game. Yeah. I've been playing it since the beginning. So, Uncle Bond. Yeah, I get Dad Bond, too. I got a lot from some of the younger generation. So, yeah, who's your daddy? But yeah. Small world. Small world. That's pretty awesome. So, but yeah. Started playing 2005, 2006. Pearl Devs, the bank played back in it. See, I didn't realize they played. Yeah, because I sat over in the open area with them for a long time. I had no idea they played. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, most of those guys are gone now, so I don't do a whole lot of Pearl anymore. But I still have most of them as friends on Facebook, though, so I still keep track of them. Randy, Munden, and actually, I probably shouldn't say full name, but Randy and what's the other one? Why can't I think of his name now? But yeah, most of them I still keep track of on Facebook. So, and it's gonna bug me. Now I gotta go look at Facebook. Yeah, now I gotta go look at Facebook. Monday had a vagabond BPO from the. Oh, well, see, I definitely didn't know that. I would have definitely hit him up for BPC of that baby. That thing was worth its weight in gold. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of who's the other one that worked with him. And for some reason, my Facebook won't come up now. Of course, if you don't know their name, there's really no way to figure that out. And of course, they're probably not online, because that would make it easier. Why can't I think of his name? I think he might have been brother-in-law So printed is like crazy. Yep. Yeah, that one would have definitely. Yeah. I think it's Mundy's brother-in-law. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Man, that's bugging me. He doesn't post very often on Facebook, so I'm probably not going to find a post. Yeah, I probably have more ex-UMBers in my Facebook than I do have current UMBers, to be honest. So, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm actually just doing career agent stuff just to complete them out because they've been bugging me that I don't have enough career agent, that I ever did the career agent stuff. When I started, there wasn't career agents, so, you know. So there. But, you know. Oh, sorry, ads. So I think I'm down. Talking during the ads again. But yeah. I'll wait till the ads are over, so. That is too cool. Oh, you didn't need to do that. But thank you for that. Appreciate it. Well, that'll make it easier. Now I can talk during the ads. So, but yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, I was telling these guys that I've been off for the last several days for Veterans Day. I took off around Veterans Day and just went back to work today. So, which was, you know, first day back after 5 days was, you know, I'm not sure I even got through all my emails. So, but yeah, small world. That's pretty awesome. So, pretty awesome. Thanks for the subscription. You know, it's kind of funny though. I'm kind of surprised I haven't run into anybody else that has played. So, you know what? If I look up Randy. Oh, Kickin gifted it. The Kickin, thanks for the gift. I didn't notice the gift. Thanks, Kickin. If I look up Randy, I betcha. There it is. If I look up mutual friends. I didn't know he knew him. Dylan is who I was thinking of. Yeah. Dagzilla in the game. Don't think he plays anymore, but is still at the bank. So, really? Oh, man, I didn't realize that. Especially in app support. That would kind of make sense. Yeah, I was thinking Dylan. Dylan would kind of make sense as having been... he was more the gamer type. That's kind of what I would have figured, but... But yeah, I knew him in London. They played a couple, so yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. Actually, one of the guys in your department, yeah. So one of the guys I had trouble. What was his name? One of your managers way back when. I had trouble relating to, and I tried to find some common ground so that we would, you know, not really hit it off, but at least, you know, be able to communicate. And I found out he played Eve, and he's not there anymore. But I said to him, I said, "Hey, I understand you play Eve," and he said, "Yep, I play Eve," and that was it. So I was never able to find any common ground with him. But yeah, I had no idea. That's pretty awesome. Patrick. Yep. 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 I play Eve. And I was like, okay, cool. Oh man, small world. Small world. Yeah, we probably should have had a corp, to be honest. Well, that's awesome. That made my whole night. So, made my whole night. There's an advantage for, not doing. I noticed all the younger generation, they do like, they do avatar that I guess is made from their face and use that instead of their face. And yeah, this is an advantage to not to using your real face because somebody recognized me. So that's pretty awesome. So, but yeah, I'm about to retire. April is kind of my retirement time frame. I don't know that I've completely announced that to anybody but you yet in my stream, but because according to HR, I only have to give 2 weeks notice. So there you go. Well, everybody and their uncle's been talking about it, approaching. So yeah, it's not much of a secret. I don't think April time frame is public, but they know it's coming first quarter. So actually none because you don't get anything for retirement. So yeah, I get free checking for the rest of my life. Which ironically, if I walk across the street to our competitor, they'll give me free checking just for walking in the bank. So, but but yeah, that's the only thing we get for retirement. But they say that you need to be 50 years old. And you're 50 years old plus your your years of service qualify you. But since we don't get anything for it, so no, 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 no. Yeah, no. The last one I remember to get the old, and I think of the name of it. You get it from the military. Pension. The old pension was Larry Borgstadt, and he retired probably 2 or 3 years after I started with the bank. And he was the last one to get the pension. And they actually did a thing for him where they retired him out early so they could cancel it for everybody else. And so I remember Bixby was pretty upset because he had been already like 10 years with the bank at that point and he didn't get a pension. So, but yeah, they phased that out pretty quick. So, but yeah, Larry Borgstad, I don't know if you remember him. Maybe not. He's been gone probably close to 20 years. But yeah, he was the last one to get the pension, which was the old one. So yeah, it was weird. They really didn't grandfather anybody. When they killed it, they killed it. Kind of like the sick time. When they killed the sick time, too bad, so sad. Doesn't matter how much you saved up, you don't get nothing. And so Bixby also had a fit about that one, so because he had saved up like 3 years worth of sick time. So, but yeah, the old retirement was still a thing when I started, but they killed it a couple years after. Yeah, yep. What's up, Edward Zerg? Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. But yeah, it's yeah, they didn't take long to kill it. So, but yeah, that's what we get a cake if you want a party, and you get a free checking for the rest of your life. So huge benefit. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll be retiring early. I'm only 56, so I'll be 57 when I retire. So I've had to. My wife's from the Philippines, and so we're moving to the Philippines for our retirement. And so we've got land there. We've got a house design. We're gonna build it once we get over there. A whole big production thing. And that's been our plan for quite a while. And so, but yeah, so that's why we're able to retire early, because it's a lot cheaper to live over there. A lot cheaper.
The asteroid
So,
is depleted.
a lot cheaper. So yeah, but yeah, we'll live off. There's a thing called Rule of 55, which will allow you to take your 401k from your last employer, even though you're not 59 and a half, and not pay the penalties. As long as you're completely unemployed, not employed with anybody else, which is kind of funny because the streaming, I do make money off the streaming, very little. But I had to put it in my wife's name so that I would be completely unemployed, and so, which was legal. I checked into that, and but yeah. So from that perspective, because she's a couple years older than me, so she'll be 59 and a half. So 59 and a half shortly after we retire, and so like 3 months after we retire. But that way we can live off the 401k until Social Security kicks in at 62. So, but yeah, I think so. I've been working on it about 10 years now, but things change so much that it has been an interesting journey. My wife is quite confident in my ability to have it worked out. I'm not so sure I am, because I'm not quite confident that she can keep the house within the budget we have laid out. So that's part of the problem. I've been asking the architect for a price of what it's going to cost to build the house that we have designed. It's a small house. We have a guest suite, so everybody on the stream is always welcome. Everybody from the bank is always welcome. Come and visit. Stay forever. Stay a week. Doesn't matter. But we're going to have a whole guest suite. But it's a small place. We have a large lot of land that we've already paid for, and we're gonna build the house. But yeah, every time I ask them to give me a price on what it would cost today, I know we're probably gonna build next year, so I know it won't be exact, but at least gives me a ballpark. They don't want to give me a price, and it's really kind of hacking me off, because it's like, okay, so it's hard for me to plan if you don't give me all the information, But I had a financial analyst 4 or 5 years ago go through all of our stuff. We are this close to being out of debt. I think I have a car payment, and that's it. And honestly, I'm just keeping it because there's no reason to pay it off yet. But yeah, I had a financial analyst go through it all like 4 or 5 years ago, and they were like, "Yeah, you're good." So yeah, it was kind of nice. It was a good feeling. I had all planned it all out pretty much myself, but having somebody else kind of weigh it out and see it and all that. And then actually, things got better. My wife's company actually started giving stock options, which we made a lot of money off of those. That actually really made it a lot better. So, but yeah, it seems I got it all worked out. We own another property in the Philippines that we bought. So her and I have been married going on 18 years, and she's a citizen of America. She's actually got her dual citizenship. So, but yeah, she's where was I headed with that? We've been married 18 years. There was a reason I said that. All right, that's the end of that. Let's go back to Cooster. But yeah, what was I thinking of?
Warp drive active.
So yeah, so I don't know what I was thinking of. Oh, so okay. So yeah, so when we first got together, we bought a small property in Manila and paid it off, and it's actually tripled in value since we bought it. So we're planning on selling it, and it should cover, by our estimate, it should cover about half the cost to build the house. if not more. Probably a little more than half. And so yeah. So I had planned to cover the rest out of my 401k, and that'll save me a ton of money there. And we're actually slated to live off of so little per month that we will be below the minimum income threshold for America, so we won't pay any taxes unless we take money to help with the house. But yeah, so it's actually been a pretty good setup. It really worked out well. So,
Drive active.
but we're gonna live on a fraction of what we pay to live here. So, which is why I told my wife, once we give our notice, whatever the date is we're giving our notice, we will be flying out of the country no more than a week after that date. So she's like, so soon? I'm like, yeah, because we're not working. Staying here is expensive. So, especially compared to over there. So, but yeah, so one of my son-in-laws half Filipino, his mother from Manila. Excellent. And is doing the land stuff too, so they can move back at some point. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's I can't own anything over there because I'm not a citizen, and I don't want to become a citizen. I could become a citizen, but if I become a citizen, then since they're allied with America, they'll notify America, and America will revoke my citizenship, and then I won't get my Social Security, which I've paid a ton of money into Social Security, so I don't want to lose that. So, but yeah, so from that perspective, it's been one of those. But yeah, it's my wife. Like I said, she got her dual citizenship. Trade. She's got her dual citizenship, so she can sponsor me for residency. And I'm gonna switch over here to Falstaff. I'll switch you guys back. And so she can sponsor me for residency, and so that'll cover all the requirements of anything we need there. And that should work out perfect. So, all right, so this should give me more than enough minerals for what I need for this one. So let's accept this. All right. Actually, this is the 10th one. I thought this was only the 9th one. Shows what I get for paying attention, huh? Use blueprint. Will that work? Yes, it does. Excellent. I love it. And I got enough. Yeah, just go away. I don't need to start. So yeah, it's going to take an hour. So what we'll do is we'll log in as Rage, and we'll get his air stuff done while we're waiting on that to complete. But actually, what I'll do is I will send Kragan back. So let's switch back over to Kragan. So let's grab this Kernite and let's take it back. All right. Actually, let's do this too. Since that's the 10th one. Nah, it's all right. I can carry it with the other one. Matins. All right. So, but yeah, so yeah, we're pretty excited. It was funny because when I first, I've been, like I said, I've been on board with it. Actually, I was planning on retiring to the Philippines before I met my wife. One of the things that actually caused me to meet her was, and so but she hasn't always been on board. So the deal I made her when we got married, I brought her over here as a fiance, and when I brought her over as a fiance, the deal was that I would take her home every 2 years to see her mom. Her dad passed when she was very young. And I said I'd take her over every 2 years to see her mom, and then when we retired, we would move back to the Philippines so she could be with her family. Since she came over here for 20 years, we'll go back over there for hopefully 20 years. Hopefully I last another 20. And and so that was the original deal. Since she's gotten over here, she's gotten very Americanized, and so she wasn't really in favor of going back. And it's kind of funny because I had to convince her, and so, but yeah, it was funny because her company's a really good company, smaller company, but they started pulling some of the same stunts that that the bank pulled, and they
Active.
started taking away the little things that don't make any money. You know, they had record profits for several months, and then in order to keep making record profits, they had to start cutting stuff. So they took away their desks, and now it's her. She does assembly work. She solders chips to boards, which is what she did in the Philippines for 30 years, and then when she came over here, she got paid more per hour than she made in a whole month in the Philippines, and so became very spoiled, and so yeah, so from that perspective, the streets are paved with gold, but and so yeah, so she's been doing that. Well, in order for them to keep making their record profits, they had to start cutting stuff. So they took their desk, which for some reason really irritated her. She never took any personal items into the office, so I don't know why taking her desk really made her mad. But then they took their lockers, because that wasn't making them any money, that wasn't saving anything, and so she had nowhere to put her purse. They said, well, don't bring your purse. And I'm like, well, you got to at least bring your driver's license so you can, because you're driving to work. And so yeah, so just nickel and dime stuff. And so at that point, she was like, you know what, I'm ready to go. I'm like, okay, great. And so she was like, okay, well, let's go. When you buying the tickets? And I'm like, yeah, it's not quite that easy, sweetheart. That was about a year ago. And so I said, yeah, I said, we've got to plan it so that we're out of debt, that we have enough money, we got this all worked out. We've got the time frame set. And so she's been very upset that we've been waiting to get to the point where we're going to go. So she actually preemptively gave her notice. And that's where I'm kind of at now, is I'm like, yeah, we don't know how much this house is going to cost us yet. So that probably wasn't a good idea, but what am I going to do? So, but yeah, like I said, I'm 99.9% sure not going to have any problems. But I was kind of being probably a little too cautious and a little too careful. So, but it was, better safe than sorry. If I was going to be homeless, so one of the things I did, so this last weekend I went on a camping trip with my church buddies, and I gave away all my camping gear. I probably had $1,000 worth of camping gear. And I gave away all my camping gear because she was complaining that I haven't gotten rid of anything yet, because we're getting rid of everything. We're not coming back. And so yeah, it was interesting. I kept one tent, I kept one backpack, I kept one sleeping bag, because I figure if I do end up homeless in the Philippines, it's nice and warm, the fruit grows on trees, I would definitely not starve to death. So it'd be a heck of a place to go homeless. So I got a tent. So yeah, I should be fine. But yeah, it's been funny. So she, on the other hand, the house, I was not planning on building a house. I was just going to rent. And the house was something that she wanted. So that's why we went that route. And it will, if we make it 20 years, which I don't think we'll have a problem, it'll pay for itself in less than that. We're going to have solar panels. It's designed with solar panels, so it'll be a fully solar house. So off the grid. So we don't have to worry about water problems. So, but yeah, they over there, their power gets turned off almost every day, randomly, and so internet is the key. And so I'm probably going to be using Starlink, is what we've been looking at most lately. Starlink seems to be the most reliable over there. We're out in a province, so we're south of Manila in a province called Batangas. You can get broadband in Manila and in some of the bigger cities, but I'm pretty sure that Batangas, where we're at, does not have it yet. And so yeah, we'll probably be using Starlink. And that's one that I was supposed to do over my vacation, was call Starlink and find out if I could buy it here and take it with me. It's satellite, so I can't imagine it would be a problem, but I wanted to clarify that because it costs quite a bit more to buy it in the Philippines than it does to buy it here. And so it's one of those where it seems to make better sense. Plus, I think she was talking to somebody over there that had bought it, and it took them 5 or 6 months to get it. And so I was like, yeah, we're 6 months out from going now. So I was like, so I thought about ordering it. She has 8 brothers and sisters. She has a brother that lives very close to us, where the land we're going to be building on. And so I thought about buying it for him so that he could try it out. But I figured I would probably have trouble getting it back from him once he got used to it. So I thought, yeah, maybe I'll just buy it here and take it with me. So, but yeah, as a worst case, it would still be kind of a backup measure if they do end up with broadband eventually. So, but I have he's not on today, but I have a couple Filipino viewers, one that's in the Philippines. And so I've actually bounced a lot of ideas off of him, which has been really good. And so, which really helped out. And so, yeah, he was mentioning the Starlink as well. So, but he uses a Starlink, I think, as a backup because he's in one of the major cities. And so he's able to get broadband. Gigabit is what he had. So what I have here is Google Fiber. So gigabit all day, every day. Never lose it. Pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm a little worried about I'm worried about the heat because it never gets really below 90 there. And I'm worried about the internet. So only 2 things I'm really worried about. My wife makes all Filipino food, has for 17 years, and she actually sweetens it up a little bit for me sometimes, so it's not exactly Filipino food, but I know I can survive. And they've become pretty Americanized as well. So all right, so I'm gonna log out I'm gonna log out Falstaff here, and I am gonna log in. What's this? Oh, that's where it was giving me that stuff. If you do not already have isogen or is refined, blah blah blah. Yeah. You're just telling me stuff I already know. I know this is a starter mission. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do them so you'll leave me alone. So, but yeah, let me log him out, and I'll get Rage on. This is another one of my alts. He's on the same account as Falstaff. Craig and the other alt is a second account, so I multi-box. So that way we can do stuff. We actually do, I need AC 24/7. Yeah, that's why we went with the solar, was because, the electric there is expensive by their standards, not by our standards. But I'll be living by their standards when we're over there. So we went with the solar. The solar pays for itself in less than 5 years because of being located so close to the equator. And it's expensive setup, but well worth it if you can afford it. And most Filipinos can't. And so, yeah, so that's why we definitely went with the solar. Like I said, they have brownouts almost every day. So I didn't want to deal with that. And then the electricity is more expensive by their standards, so I'm planning on using the air conditioner pretty heavily. So from that perspective, I wanted to not have to worry about the electric. So yeah, so that's free electric, getting it from the sun, and find Sangromin, destroy his ship. Okay, we can do that one. Ogamo. But yeah, so that's kind of where we were at with that one. Let's make sure she's repaired. She is not. Now she is. But yeah, so that was kind of the plan there. But yeah, it's hot over there. You get used to it. So I've been over, the last time I was over was about 5 years ago. Her mom passed away. about 4 years ago. We were over right before her mom passed away. It's one of the reasons we went. She wasn't doing well. And so we went over, and we were over for 7 weeks. And so it wasn't a bad thing. Oop, I got no mining. Just to carry it over from the other one. But yeah, so I've every time we've gone for 5, 6, 7 weeks, and I got in trouble a couple times because of using too much. But when we went for 7 weeks, they actually I was working for Jen at that time, and she made a decree that I could work from there for a couple weeks, and so I ended up coming back and still having a week vacation, which was really nice. But yeah, the other times they wouldn't. I think I went once in January, and I used all 6 weeks of my vacation in January, which was a problem, but legal. But yeah, it's been so I've been over there, so it is hot. You get used to it, so it's not the worst, but the bigger concern is being there, and every time I went, I knew it was a vacation, so I knew I was going home, and so it was a little easier to deal with. So we watch a lot of expats that live there now and have lived there for years on YouTube, and my nose is itching. Sorry. And they said the hardest time for them is really Christmas because it's not cold, and so it doesn't feel like Christmas. And so, I'm concerned about that, see how that is. They say they get kind of depressed around that time of year because it just doesn't feel like Christmas. And so, yeah, so that should be interesting just to see how that goes. We never traveled over Christmas because the tickets were too expensive for Christmas time. So we never traveled that time. But we've been there just about every other month. So wait a minute, that's iron. I don't want that. Alright, let's switch this. Antimatter. I could use my drones, but these guys look like they're going to be pretty easy to pick off, so there's no reason to worry about it. 1 bullet for each. That's pretty good. Looks like that one's going to take 2. Oh, actually, that one's going to take more. Why is it not hitting? There it goes. It doesn't matter how many times you hit the button, it will not. And if I tell it to just launch from the 17, it always tells me, slow down, you're doing too much. Calm down. So they're attacking my drones. Yeah, so these are a little more defensive, but yeah, so we've got it pretty well laid out. We'll see how it works out. Well, they say no such thing as a successful plan. It only is good until the first shot's fired. So yeah, so come on already. Take out the ones that are shooting at you. That would be a good idea. There you go. All right. There's only one that has anything in it. No plan. Services first contact. No plan. Services first contact. I don't understand. No plan survives first contact. I got you. Okay. Yes, exactly. So yeah, I've planned it till I'm blue in the face, but yes, it's one of those where it probably won't be the plan that we end up with. So, oh, for crying out loud, it's right there. But yeah, I don't know if I'm even going to salvage these. So, but yes. And so, yeah, so. But yeah, you're definitely welcome to come and visit us. Like I said, we're going to have the house is designed with a guest suite. I've told everybody at the bank that. I've told everybody at my church that. I've told everybody on my stream that. So yeah, everybody is welcome. It'll probably be a year before we get it built. We're figuring 6 months to get the paperwork finalized. So like I said, we have two properties. So we have one property that we paid off 10 years ago, and we've been working to get the title in our name and in our hands for 10 years. And they finally have the title in our name, sitting there waiting for us to pick it up. But in order to get a family member of hers to pick it up, it's taken an act of God. We had to get a power of attorney that was good in another country, and that required an apostille, and just a nightmare. So we decided with the second property, you know what, we'll just wait till we're there to get the paperwork finalized, because it's too much trouble. And so yeah, so we're figuring it takes forever to get any paperwork done over there. And so we figure 6 months to get the paperwork done, and then we'll start building once the paperwork's in our name. So, and it could be less, could be more. We're going to be renting during that time, so, which is what I had planned to do all along, so not a big deal. Falls well within our budget. The only problem with the renting is I will be susceptible to the brownouts. You know, most of the places we're looking at are family places that are empty. They're part of the extended family. So we bought the land from her brother-in-law. His family is from Batangas, which is where the land is. And so they have a lot of family members there that are overseas, you know, doing whatever. Very common in the Philippines for people to work overseas and send the money home. There's no work in the Philippines. And so, so there's quite a few houses that are available. But most of them are not air conditioned, which is a problem. And most of them, of course, are not solar. So they're bound by the blackout or the brownouts. And so we've talked about different ways to kind of accommodate that. I didn't fix my drones. One of the solar companies we talked with has actually said we could buy the solar panels from them, have them deployed in the yard. So they would gather, you know, power, pump it into the house where you can use that, and then deploy those same solar panels onto our house when it's completed, which would be nice, but causes them to deteriorate a little bit quicker than if they were just deployed on a house. And it means modifying one of the family members' houses that we would be renting so that it could, you know, though it has a transformer, to be able to switch between the grid power and solar power. And yeah, and I don't know that I could get enough solar panels on the ground to be able to accommodate what we would need for the air conditioning. But yeah, we're looking at different options there as well. So, but yeah, it's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride. So been quite a ride. And I'm sure it's only going to get bumpier once we get over there. Because nothing ever goes the way you plan. So But yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, my wife is kind of like, oh, you know, you're amazing. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. This is just... And unfortunately, everything over there changes so rapidly. So I forgot I was in Kuleen. It only lets me, because of the trig being here, it only lets me do half my targets, which is a real problem. But like, we have 2 dogs that we're going to be taking, and that's a nightmare. So, Furman, what's up? Welcome to Eve. Glad to have you on board, and welcome to the stream as well. Glad to have you. If you have any questions, throw them out there. I'll be happy to answer them. I was sort of booted out of another stream earlier today just because I was talking one-on-one with another viewer instead of paying attention to the streamer. That is not a problem here. So you will not get booted out of here for that. Most of my streamers are very knowledgeable, very long-term Eve players, so they would be more than happy to help you. So, and a lot of times if I can't, they are a perfect source of that. So, but yeah, that's not a problem here. I do have in my stream, some streamers don't have it on their stream, but I have on my stream Ask Me Anything as one of the hashtags. And so that pretty much makes anything fair game. One night we were talking about my vasectomy. So, you know, perfect example of just about anything will be discussed in this stream. So, but yes, any questions you have for Eve especially are not a problem. So, took me this long to get into Eve because I only now have a PC that can handle it. Yep, yeah, it is a higher end one. You can tone it down with some of the settings. Shadows and a few of the others will make it a little bit easier on your PC. But that it does take away from some of the games. So, but yeah, it is a little bit higher end one. I'm actually multi-boxing here, so that adds a little bit to it, as well as streaming. So I can only multi-box with 2 accounts. I only have 2, so that's not a problem, but that worked. What's up, Caviar? Popped in the Amazon Music channel and think Ray Charles be rolling in his grave. Yeah. Yeah. No need now running on max. There you go. So that's good. Yeah. And it is a huge game. It is a huge game. So yeah, sometimes some of the files will actually get corrupted. They're shooting at my drones. I hate when they shoot at my drones. But sometimes the game files will get corrupted, and they will... you'll have to do a reinstall, which is a real nightmare. So, some mumble thug rap going on. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright. Oop, wrong one. Gotta hit the right button. But yeah, I choose Minotaur, Rebel Underdog faction. I love the old beat up look of their ships. Yep. I have an alternate character in each of the factions. So, Toon is what we call them. But yeah, so, and industry is what I do most of. My goal in game this time. So I've been playing Eve now for the whole 21 years it's been available. I have not played the whole 21 years exclusively. I did leave a couple times because it was because the developers made some changes that I didn't agree with. But I've always come back. It is definitely one of the better games. Of graphic-wise, it is night and day compared to just about anything else out there. And but industry this time back, my plan is to build every single ship in the game, minus maybe the capital ships. But yeah, that's the plan, is to try and build all of the ships in the game, and I've got a good chunk of them already. So, pick Galente, we are easy going and want to spread that freedom, but get in our way and we'll steamroll you. This infantry pilot will be my main. I may make a second Minotaur for combat. Yep. Yeah, and you'll end up getting them all there together. So, but yeah, capitals are so painful to build these days. Exactly, which is why I figure that probably won't happen. Because yeah, capital ships are just a nightmare. Might help if you turn on your gun there, Ron. Come on. This might be the last one. I was only doing this combat. Sorry, I didn't tell you guys in the stream, but I was doing this combat site just so I could get the air goals. I did that mission and it didn't give me 25 ships to destroy, so I figured I could do this combat site and I would get my 25, which I did. So now I've got the air goals on this guy. So I wouldn't shoot for the big ships. No need, because I'm in a corp. Yep. You're welcome. I had a 21-year-old corp that I was CEO of a long time ago. When I came back this time, it was pretty well gutted. It was actually completely gutted, which was sad. I wasn't able to get control of the corp again, which is what I really wanted. I contacted CCP. They gave me the runaround, said, you know, there's a method to do it in game, which there isn't. I explained to them there isn't. Seems I know the game better than they do. They finally admitted I was right. And so I ended up quitting my 21-year-old corp. And then I joined another corp on the recommendation of a streamer. And that corp ended up raising their tax rate to 8%, which I was a little upset when it was 2%, because they were taking money that they really did nothing for me. So after that, I ended up starting my own corp for my viewers. So you are welcome. Long-winded explanation, but you are welcome to join our corp, which is called the Silver Wolves of Freedom. My stream is the Silver Wolf because of my hair, and yeah, you're welcome to join it. It is a 0% corp, 0% tax corp. We don't have a whole lot set up with hanger-wise or anything like that, but it gives you a community to be part of and not have taxes and still be able to, you know, do stuff. We do mining events, which are not corp related, but we do mining events every Monday in high sec that you guys are welcome to join for. Anybody who's watching can join, and we do those in a matins, which is where my other characters were when I was on. And I'm gonna mark this because I'm gonna come back and salvage these guys. But I got my drones. I got this. I don't know why it's not tracking my mission. Oh, I know why it's not tracking. Well, it still should be tracking my mission. I didn't turn it in yet. But yeah, I don't know why it's not tracking my mission. So, but let me go back here and turn that in.
Warp drive active.
Or actually, no, I did turn it in. That's why it's not tracking my mission, because I already turned it in. Offices need to be paid. Yep. So yeah, I need to check that. Actually, I got to go back to Falstaff to do that. Actually, I think Kragan can do it. Yeah, I set it up for auto payment, but that doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. So It's been a while since I had to do anything with things. Title management, assets, impounded space, deliveries. Where are my bills? They're in here.
Permission requested. Docking request.
So if I go to Corp Wallet, pay bill. There we go. So actually, it doesn't show any bills. Yeah, doesn't show any bills. Doesn't show any automatically paid either, so which is kind of weird. I'll check it out from Falstaff, but yeah. Did you reduce the mission track? That one was only, so I was doing a combat site there, but yeah, this is one of my alts. He only has access to level 2 missions, so yeah, that's what he was doing. But actually, this one that you're looking at was that, so. But I am going to switch over to his. He had already turned in the mission, so that's why I didn't have the mission tracking. So, because he'd already turned in the mission, that's when I realized I didn't have enough for the air stuff. So, I went out and did that combat site. Now, you know what? I don't think I saved it. Yes, I did. Hopefully I did. Yeah, I think this guy's in there too, and he's a director, but yeah, I checked the Corp wallet, there was no bill. So here's bill payable, no bills. Transaction shows it was paid on 11/1. Like I said, I was pretty sure I set it up for automatic. It looks like I've already paid 2 months in advance, so, but we'll see. Hopefully I actually saved this. I did. Okay, cool. I was like, no, my luck, I'm too busy talking, so. You can join no matter what you are. We are open to everybody. So, yeah, so if you go out there and search for it. I wanted to make it Silver Wolves, but it wouldn't let me because there's another corp from like 2005 that has been defunct. You can't get rid of defunct corps, which is kind of silly. But there's another corp from 2005 named Silver Wolves Mining Corporation or something. And so because of that, I had to make mine a little bit different than theirs. Couldn't have the same first amount. So that's where the of freedom came from. So, but yeah, so. But yeah, you're welcome to join. Anybody's welcome to join. It is open to everybody. No restrictions, no races. There's really no focus. So yeah, there's really no focus. So yes, so corps do tax their players, which is, as far as I'm concerned, wrong. Some corps actually rape their players. Pardon my term, but. And that's what was happening with my old corp. They did nothing for me, and I was willing to give them 2% because of the administration of the corp. Then they raised it to 8%. And so what it did is it taxed everything. Taxed all your missions, taxed all your bounties, taxed all your dailies. Stuff that they had nothing to do with. It was ridiculous. And so I do understand some corps, if they do other stuff, they can have a small tax to help cut that. But yeah, but from that perspective. But yeah, as to a focus, I don't know that we have a gouge. Yes, gouge would probably be a better word. You're absolutely right. Yes. But yeah, I don't know that we actually have a focus. It's just a community. Like I said, it's based around my streaming, so that's where it came from. Was somebody in the stream actually said, "Hey, why don't you just set up a corp yourself?" And I was like, I didn't even think of that. And so, but yeah, so I don't know where that cargo container came from, but Yeah, this is kind of a drag because I'm in Kulin. It is considered a trig system or a trig encroached system. And so it has a penalty on the number of targets you can have locked. So the most you can ever have locked is half what your max is, which is ridiculous. Really drives me crazy. Actually, those were, well, no, that had scraps in it. I was thinking maybe those were from the spit it out, from the guns that we shot. I can't think of the name of them now, but there were some stationary guns there that we shot, and I thought usually they drop containers. So, what's up, Tal Dizzy? Just starting, and I'm only doing industry stuff, so I don't know how useful I'll be. No problem with being useful. The corp is more to be useful to you. So, and so that's where, that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, it's more for being useful to you. So yeah, what's up, Tal? T-Wow. Thanks for joining. But yeah, we're here. The corp was set up mostly to be useful to them, and also so I didn't have to pay tax. So I'm a pretty self-sufficient guy. So yeah, the fact that the corp did absolutely nothing for me and was charging me a huge amount of tax was unacceptable. And so that's where I kind of finally drew the line. But yeah, so I stream, used to stream 5 days a week. Now I only stream 4 days a week. I had to cut back because I wasn't getting enough sleep. I work a full-time job, so still I'll be retiring here in April. But yeah, so I stream Sunday nights from 9:30 Central to about 12:30 a.m. Central Time here in the U.S. And I do that on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And so this is the last night of the week that I stream. But yeah, thank you for that. It's been a long time coming. And I normally only play while I'm streaming. I haven't been playing much while I'm not streaming, just because it keeps it thing. Sometimes I'll log in and do my air dailies, just because they're nice to get done. You get free skill points for those, so they're always a good thing to do. And so sometimes I'll log in and do those, even if I'm not streaming. Sometimes I set up my planetary economy, because that's one of those that always takes forever. But yeah, so there you go. Excellent. Thanks there, T-Wow. So, yep. So, yeah, the wife and I will be moving to the Philippines. So, right now we're in Kansas City, right in the center of the United States, for those of you that are not United States people. And nothing wrong with that. And but my wife and I will be moving to the Philippines. She's from the Philippines. And so we will be moving to the Philippines when we retire. I don't remember which one I did there. No, wrong one. What I figured. I figured if I guessed, it would be the wrong one. But yeah, so yeah, we'll be moving to there. So yes, Patrick Mahomes, greatest thing to ever happen to Kansas City. Long time coming. Got us a Super Bowl after 50 years, so can't beat that. But yes, but yeah, we'll be moving to the Philippines. We were talking about that earlier, and all the setup stuff that's going along with that. And so, but yeah, that's kind of where we're headed. So Taylor Swift is the best thing to have. No, I'm not. I'm happy for Kelsey, because she is a pretty good looking lady. But yeah, She did make she has revitalized the NFL, that's for sure. But other than that, so excellent, half Filipino. So yeah, my wife is full Filipino. So yeah, so she's a dual citizen. We've been married going on 18 years, and so, but that was one of the plans. We had planned to move back to the Philippines once we retired. So I've been waiting on it about 10 years. She's only been on board now for about a year. So, but yeah, we've designed a house that we're going to build there in the Philippines. That's what we're going to live in, and it's a whole big thing. But yep. Excuse this statement. No, saying the family keep telling me I need to visit the Philippines since I'm half, but from the pictures I've seen, it doesn't look very nice. It actually is very nice. You're probably seeing some of the more rundown areas. It is a very poor country, but it is a very nice country. It is a tropical paradise. But unfortunately, the pictures don't do it justice. I would definitely recommend seeing it. One of the things that I've regretted, I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. And, ads, sorry. Yep. All right, let's clear this. Yeah, unfortunately, when the ads come on, anybody that doesn't have a subscription won't hear me. I was, when I got monetized, which was actually, they told me it was a record. I got monetized within 2 months of streaming. But I did not, I thought I could not do ads. And unfortunately, in the first level of monetization, you must do ads. And I was pretty disappointed in that. Fine print and all. So.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, so let's grab all this stuff. Throw it in here. Alright. And let's switch back. And let's repair it so I don't forget tomorrow. All right, ads are over. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend visiting. The one thing, I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. My daughter's 31, my son is 26, and I regret that I did not take them over earlier. They are, how do I say this and not sound too, kind of entitled, as many younger Americans are. No offense intended. But I think if they had seen how the rest of the world lives, it would have given them a better perspective. And so, but yes, the Philippines is very poor, and so yes, and because of that, the U.S. dollar goes very far. So one American dollar is worth 50 Filipino dollars, and so yes, a huge exchange rate, and everything is very cheap there. So yeah, I can live there. My wife and I can both live there on a small fraction of what we live on here. And so that was one of the reasons. Like I said, I had planned to retire there before I even met her because of the cost of living. Unfortunately, retiring here in America normally means you got to work till you're 70 or 80, if you know, and that's I didn't want to work till I was 70 or 80 if I could help it. So actually, I'm going to switch since we got this guy done. I think I collected all this stuff. Yep, I did. All right, so I'm going to go back to Falstaff. This is my main character here.
Connecting.
Handsome devil that he is. I need to lighten his hair some. Not sure if it'll let me. Yeah. I already answered all this. Why are you popping up again? So I'm doing the beginning missions because It keeps complaining to me that I could complete the air process, but I haven't done the beginning missions, mainly because the beginning missions weren't available when I started. They didn't have that stuff. So, but actually, we were going to check there to make sure the bill was paid. So yeah, it looks like the bill is paid. I don't see a bill. I got no bills. So yeah, so I think we're good from a corporation perspective. But yeah, Duke Nukem with a stash. There you go. I used to, before my wife, I had a mustache. I was very proud of. Took me years to grow it, and that was the first thing she said had to go. So Filipinas are not big on facial hair. So though it's weird, some of the expats we watch on YouTube have beards. So it seems like some of them can get over it, but not my wife. But let's check here, because I had a job in here that was an hour-long job, and it is not done. It's still got 18 minutes. All right, so we'll wait for that. And actually, I'll probably kill the stream after that, because that's about the time I normally kill it. But yeah, I normally stream from 9:30 to roughly midnight, 12:30 a.m. each night, and then I try to get enough sleep to go back to work the next day, which is not always working, which is why I ended up taking a break in the middle. So, but yeah, 4 days a week, like I said, down from 5. I was doing 5, and I was getting exhausted. I was falling asleep on the stream. I wasn't falling asleep on the stream, but I was drifting a couple times, especially when we were mining. But as I said, Monday night we always do high sec mining in a matins, which is the home sector of the corporation. And so we try to see how many belts we can clear in a couple hours, and so that's always good. But even I at 37 find myself falling asleep randomly. Yeah. I used to live on like 5 or 6 hours sleep, and as I've gotten older, I need a little bit more. But yeah, so that's why I usually cut it off around 12:30. But yeah, 4 days a week. I do sometimes do random streams on the weekend, but they're usually not EveOnline based. I usually try to stream other games on the weekend. So I have a charity event that is coming up just after Thanksgiving, December 1st. I have a slot in a charity event. Funny, because the charity event is what actually got me to start streaming, was when I saw this charity event. I thought, you know what? That's an awesome thing to do. I can do that. And so that was one of the reasons I started streaming, was to get invited to this charity event. So I finally got invited here a year later. And so yeah, I have a slot in that charity event coming up December 1st. I think my slot's at like 3 a.m. my time. But yeah, it's all good. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'll be advertising that a little bit when it gets a little closer. So remember this, friend. You've undoubtedly worked hard your entire life for whatever physical struggles you experience, a symptom of your diligence and desire to build a family. Yep. Yeah, my daughter has my granddaughter. She decided that high school wasn't hard enough. So her first day of her senior year, she gave birth to my granddaughter. And that's where most of the gray came from. So actually, that's when it was gray. Now it's completely gone silver, but I'm just glad I still have it. I'm told there's a bald spot back there somewhere, and the only time I really notice it is when I get sunburn on it. So, and when my barber says, "Hey, you need to put some lotion on this." But yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want. Like I said, it's there mostly for, just to help out people and be there, and to be a zero tax corp. So exactly. I can't see it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not there. But like I said, I got it sunburned once really bad, and it was hard to deny it when that happened. But yeah, so what else? But yeah, from that perspective, we sometimes I use a different home system. Since I'm so set up in the game, I have a system that I call home that's as far from my matins. And so I have a jump clone there that I jump to usually on Monday nights. I'm still there now, so that's probably we'll just wait. But you got your first gray hair the other day. There you go. So yeah, like I said, when my daughter gave birth her senior year of high school, that's where most of it came from. So, but my wife and I had decided, we were going to retire to the Philippines, and we had a checklist of things that had to happen before we could retire, and grandchild being born was one of them. So that was checked off very early. So got that. Are you saying your barber tells you to put lotion on the skin? Yes. Yeah, because I guess it doesn't look very, maybe it's aging quicker than it should. So yeah, he's told me to put some lotion on it. So yeah, do not retire, man. No, I'm definitely retiring. Wouldn't make a good father. I don't know about that, but Silence of the Lamb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it could be. He knows the story that I'm retiring too. I'm not shy about telling people. So he knows he probably won't get it if that's the case, unless he's planning on doing something in the next 6 months. But yeah, but yeah, it's one of those. I just remember when I think about lotion. Have you guys ever seen the movie Shallow Hal? Shallow Hal had the guy from Seinfeld in it that played George Costanza. What is his name? I know his name like the back of my hand until I needed it. But anyway, he was in that one. And since he has he was pretty well bald, he was doing the spray on hair. And so, yeah. If you've seen Seinfeld, he's in Seinfeld. And so, but yes, Shallow Hal's pretty good movie if you guys want to watch it. Guy gets hypnotized and he starts seeing the inner beauty of people, and it's pretty funny. So it's Jack Black is who plays the main character in it, and so someone told me to spray my hair to get rid of the one gray hair. Yeah, my wife has been trying to talk me into dyeing mine for a while, but I said that's too much work. So. But yeah, and so anyway, every time I think of the lotion, he was using spray on hair for his, and it just reminds me of that, and so I don't want to do that. So, do I know Dion Camilo? I don't think so, but it doesn't sound familiar. So. But yeah, Seinfeld, George Costanza, the guy that plays George Costanza. For some reason, I can't think of his name at the moment, and it almost came to me. It was right there. Jason Alexander. So he plays in that. But also in Seinfeld, he did. There was supposedly one of the Seinfeld episodes. There was a lotion that would supposedly grow your hair back from like China or something. And he ordered it, and I remember him putting the lotion on there, and it was a bad look. And so every time I think of the lotion on my bald spot, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So I do put suntan lotion on it sometimes, but that's just mostly so it won't burn again. Because the one time it burned, oh my goodness, that was hard to get away from that pain when it's right there, So I have a very high tolerance for pain. But I needed to be a little bit further from my brain. So, but yeah, I agree. Men should not dye their hair. We had a coworker that actually dyed his hair. He went from gray to jet black one day, and then his beard grew in really gray, and it wasn't a good look. So, but yeah, it's too much work. Plus, it's so expensive, I get my hair cut, it's $20. My wife gets her hair done, it's $200. So yeah, I want to be a coworker. There you go. So rainbow colored hair and nose rings. Yeah, well, yeah, to each his own. But yeah, my wife and I always joke that we're probably the only people in the world that don't have tattoos. So. And I keep telling her, let's go get a tattoo. Let's get each other's name. I told her, let's get each other's name on our rear ends. And so, yeah, she's not interested. So, There you go. No tats. Yeah, I'm tattoo free. I almost got one in college, but I wasn't drunk enough. So, like I said, I have a high tolerance for pain, but I was going to get a thorn anklet on my ankle. And the guy told me, he says, you do realize this is going to be super painful because there's no meat there, just all nerve endings. And I was like, never mind. So, but almost got one in the military. Yep. And I understand that. I got a lot of friends with tattoos. I got nothing against tattoos. But yeah. Still a clean sheet. Yep. Well, excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I keep trying to talk her into getting one. So, because most of the people we know have tattoos, which is fine. But nothing wrong with tattoos. But yeah, never got there. Now I'm to the point where it's just kind of like, what's the point, right? So, but yeah, I can understand the military ones. I'm pretty sure my brother got one in the military too, and that kind of makes sense. That's kind of a camaraderie thing. So, but yeah, and the rainbow colored hair. I mean, that's not so bad, but it is a lot of work. So, by the way, I can see why people keep telling me Eve is a perfect blend of casual and serious. Mining is super relaxing with some love for your Let's Play up on YouTube. Yeah, mining is really, that's where that's the times I fall asleep, is when we're mining and the chat is not keeping me talking. So, it's like Monday nights we do the mining event, and usually the chat, like I said, my stream is an Ask Me Anything. What's up, Voyager 3? Thanks for being here. But yeah, mine's an Ask Me Anything. So yeah, one night we were talking about my vasectomy, and we've talked about all kinds of stuff. My kids, my family, my pending retirement, my it's life in general, and then of course Eve, But those nights where we're not talking, where it's not really the talking, it's one of those where it's kind of like. Makes it hard to stay awake. So yeah, especially mining. Mining is really, I'm not fond of mining, but being an industrialist, I have to get my stuff. So you remind me of the coolest girl I ever met. Well, I'm not sure that's it. She tattooed all the dongs bombs. So I don't know what a dongs bong is. So vasectomy was fun. Had mine done on Friday afternoon and was playing indoor soccer on Sunday night. There you go. I don't know that I was that good. So, well, it might be an Ask Me Anything, but if I come in and ask how's it hanging, don't tell me how it's actually hanging. Yeah, well, you can probably get it depending on the day. Fall asleep, then get woke up to the blare of shield, armor, and hulls as 20 catalysts rain down on you. Exactly. So, need to mine a crap load of ice. Yep. And that's another one that's super bad, is that ice, because that is just so slow. So, but yeah, we when we do the mining event on Monday nights, we always have an orca or a porpoise. So we're always doing boost as well as compression. That's all free. I cover all that as being the streamer. So it might be cool. I just hang around here. You're always welcome to hang around here. So, but yes. Yeah, most of that is that. There's also, and I don't know if you've seen these yet, Ferrum, but if you look out here in this agency tab is pretty cool. So this agency tab is something they didn't have in the beginning. It used to be a lot harder to find stuff. But if you go out here to resource harvesting and then do ore anomalies, this one, I have it set to any distance but high sec. There are things called empire belts out here. And what these do is these give very rare ores, but they give them to you in high sec. And they randomly spawn. They always spawn in a 0.5 system, which is just above low sec. And these are great for ventures because you can get there quickly. But what happens is when this belt's gone, then it respawn somewhere else. And so it's a lot of jumping around. But some nights we'll do the empire belts because because that gives you a lot of the rarer ores, and when it comes to industry, those are the minerals I really need. So but yep, for career, yep, we got a bunch of those. So but yeah, level your skills up so that you can actually get to them. Yep. Yeah, and that's the key, is really choosing the skills. That's what really makes the difference. So but yeah, the it's kind of nice because this is a new thing that they've done not that recently, and so this is one that we go out here every once in a while. Like tonight, I looked at them and they were too far away. I try not to go too far, but also if you look at this one, it's going to take you through some low sec, which isn't really bad at the moment. I have a site that I check that checks for gate camps and stuff to make sure nobody's camping out looking for people to come through low sec so they can blow them up. But it's not always 100%. We've gotten hit a couple times, so we've gotten hit a couple times as the first people that got hit by the gate camp that was being set up. So yeah, so it tracks any that have had someone that's already been hit, but if you're the first one, and so yeah, so that kind of gets it. But I got the premium starter pack, so I'm off to a fast start. Yeah, we were talking about that last night. So that's another big difference from when I started Eve till now. Is now if you want to put enough real world money into it, you can get to where I am, skill wise and everything else, with just some money, rather than having to do all the time. So yeah, that makes a big difference. So yeah, that's kind of leveled the playing field in some cases. There were years, it's been years ago, but there were years where I would log in, and as soon as I entered a system, everyone would send me duel requests because my character was so old. And they thought that meant that I was like, a superior person. And then they were really disappointed when they beat me fairly easily. So 2 million skill points from one of the ref links helps too. Yeah, so if you didn't get a reference link, you can get 2 million skill points from that. I'm going to grind hard for the next 90 days. Use that in mega skill bonuses as much as I can. Yep. Is it 1 million or 2? I thought it was 2 million. Shall I do? You get a link. Yeah. So each of these guys can give you a link that'll give you at least 1 million skill points, which is kind of nice. So why don't you throw your link out there? Drachenhort, you're definitely in as a VIP. So is EIS. So either one of you could do that. So yeah, there's a link that you can use, and if you go to it, it'll give you 1 million skill points. But you only can do it once per character, and so I think it's once. It might be once per account, maybe not. Once per character, I think. So yeah, let one of them, Drachenhort or EIS, whichever one of you is first. So, but no, I was not in nullsec. I was actually doing career agents, so I was in very, very high sec. So, but yeah, you definitely want those 1 million skill points. So yeah, one of you throw that link out there if you have it. I don't even remember where to find it, to be honest. But yeah, if you want, you can throw it in the chat. Both of you guys are VIPs, so you can put links in there. So yeah, no, it's definitely want to get that. So honestly, I don't remember where it's at. Yeah, I don't remember where it's at. There you go. Drachenhort got it. So yeah, if you go ahead and click on that, it'll get you 1 million skill points. And like I said, I think it's only good for I think it's good per tune, per character. But yeah, that'll get you 1 million right off the bat, and so which is kind of nice. So All right, I'm going to deliver this blueprint. Perfect timing. And then I'm going to complete this mission. And that's number 10. Doo-doo. All right. I already did the mining agents. So, wrong one. That's the air stuff. Alright, so there's my 20. Alright, so I did all that. So let's see. Career agents are done. So mining agents, the only one I got left. Really? Ugh. Yeah. Those are a grind. Alright, so I'll have to work on those. Alright, so let's pick everything up here. Alright, got 2 ventures. I got 2 Neris. I think I already took the 1 Neris home. Let me do this guy. So this is my favorite ship. This is a blockade runner. And this is definitely my favorite ship. And let's just take all this. Actually, these civilians, I'm going to leave these civilian stuff here. Because those civilian things are worthless. Alright. So yeah, so let me fly back to a Matins. And then once I get to a Matins, we'll call the stream. So didn't work. It says I already have an account, already a recruit. Oh, that sucked. So maybe you're already too high for that. Maybe you got to be below a thing. I have some NOSFIT that can all the air missions, so that's good. Nope, sorry about that, Ferrum. Yeah, well, you might have been, because you bought that starter pack, it may have put you higher up. Unfortunately. Yeah, if you did the link before that, you probably could have got it. So sorry about that. But yeah, that's a nice easy one for right off the bat. So when you start your next character, remember that. Ask somebody for a link, or you could actually send the link from your current character.
Warp drive active.
Referee link, yeah. But yeah, but that's a good one. So yeah, you got to do that first, because if you don't get those million first, then you're in a different category, I think. And that's probably what happened when you bought the starter pack. It puts you in a different category. So, but these air missions, if you haven't seen these air missions are daily. And if you do them 12 days, they don't have to be in a row. But if you do them 12 days in a month, you get this big one, which is 225,000 skill points, which is really nice. So, not quite a million, but, and you can do that every month. And so you have to do 2 of these each day in order to get one of these pie pieces. And so, nah, it's working even on old accounts. So I may have gotten Eve from around there. But only once. Yep. So.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, so they're a good thing to do. Sorry about the yawn. Is it you need skill points? Yeah, it says he's already a recruit, so he couldn't use the link. So. Ads are going to start here in a minute, so. Sorry, I was positioning my monitor and stuff. No worries. So I'm actually going to look out here to see who we're going to raid.
Warp drive active.
So we've got Chaos. Chaos has got a ton of people in his. We got Serpent Power. We got a Narcos. We got Bigglesworth. I think it's going to be Bigglesworth. I haven't raided Bigglesworth in a while, so yeah, we'll raid Bigglesworth. Yeah, so. No, you're always welcome. Like I said, thanks for the follow. You should, if you have your notifications turned on, you should get an email when I stream. And so that'll be a good reminder for you. And like I said, I always stream the same time each night. Well, within a couple minutes. I don't always start exactly on 9:30. Sometimes like today, I think I started 9:15. And there have been days where I've started 9:20, 9:35. So, but I usually let the stream run for about 10 minutes to get rid of the first set of ads before I actually come in. So, there you go. But yeah, nope. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to dock here in the Matins in just a second. And what we will do is we will raid Bigglesworth. Hopefully he's going to be around for a bit. But if not, he'll raid somebody else. He's always good for it. So, hey, thanks again, Jonathan. It was great seeing you. I'll definitely see you at work. So, all right, drachenhort. Thanks again. EIS, thanks. There goes the ads. But thanks all of you. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Is my last stream of the week. So Jerry Can, thanks again. And I will, like I said, I may do a RimWorld stream this weekend. We'll see how it goes, but if not, I'll see you guys Sunday night. So, and let's go ahead and raid Bigglesworth. All right. Select all items. All right, so thanks again, and I will talk to you guys on Sunday, if not before.